to everybody. It's really a pleasure to be here, to be in the street in front of Quadrilla. I hope the next time I come back, those fences don't exist anymore. And that Quadrilla is going to get out of this place. So this, I think that we are here to say that. But we are also, and I'm a little bit ashamed as French, to be here because we have two big companies. To the director of Total, Mr. de Margerie, we put you out of our area when you wanted to put shale gas. If you go to UK, it's going to be the same. Yeah. And we are going to fight very strongly with people from UK, from all the regions, to put you out. We have been able, in France, to have a law which forbids fracking all over the place. The companies now no more can frack in France. And that's why they try to do it in another place. So as French people which have been fighting against shale gas, our responsibility is to be also with all the other people who are fighting all over Europe, but not only in Europe, but also in South America and in all the places where the mobilization is beginning. This is not only a local or a national or a European movement, it's an international movement because we say this has to stop. This has to stop. I've been fighting for quite a long number of years, and I had the chance to win quite a lot of fights. The first fight, it was in my place my farm, where I've been fighting against the French army who wanted to take our land to make a military camp. And of course, it seems impossible to win against the army when you are only farmers and you have only your tractors and your hands. But with the support of all the people all over the France, after 10 years of fight, army had to get out. So that shows that everything is possible if you only want it. If you want to go until the fight, until you win, it's possible. I want to tell you this very clearly. It's possible to win against the companies as it was possible to win against the army. We had the same problem when the GMO came in France as in the rest of Europe in the middle of the 90s. If we had been accepting that, in this moment, all the land would be covered with GMO corn. That means that organic agriculture or traditional agriculture should not be possible anymore. And we said this is not possible because we need the choice and the consumers need to be able to choose their own food and to have good food, and this is very important for everybody. And that's how we begin also non-violent direct actions. Of course it was difficult because we went many times in front of the court because we were cutting each time we can, we were cutting the GMO corn. Of course, there was a lot of police. Of course, we went very often in front of the court, but also we were put in jail. But each time somebody was in jail, there were more people in the field to cut corn. That means very clearly that you don't have to be afraid. The first thing you have to win the failure because it's impossible to fight somebody who is not afraid anymore. And if you are not afraid, you can do very big things. And each time police is going to take you to bring you in jail, you're going to smile and say, that's good for the movement. That's good for the movement. And I'm not sure that they're going to be able to put 1,000 and 1,000 people in jail. But maybe this could be a good thing to do. To say, okay, want to put us one in jail, we go 100. When you put 100, it's 1,000, and so on and so on. This movement has to be bigger and bigger, weeks after weeks. You need to be able to create at the national level a real movement with people coming from different kind of people. You can have alternative people, green people coming from other place. That doesn't care. What is important is to gather the more and more people to be able to change the decisions at the national level. When the politicians will be afraid to lose their place in the parliament, they're going to change the way they think. Yeah. And you have clearly to make the debate at that level too. You're going to have elections at the European level, but also at the national level next year. We have to say, you have to say to all the candidates, are you against fracking or for fracking? Do you accept to ban or not? If you don't, we'll put a big mess and your name is going to be in the front page of the newspaper. And we're not going to elect people who want to go on with fracking. This could be a form of action. What I think also is that at one moment, this morning I saw people here from a lot of parts of UK. They were gathering, we had a meeting to try to discuss about strategies. Maybe at one moment, in few weeks, in few months, I don't know. But we can already say that we're going to do it. What I can propose to you today is to say, next time, we're not only going to gather here in Balcombe, but the next big mobilization with more than thousands and thousands of people, we're not going to do it on the countryside in Sussex, but we're going to do it in Downing Street. Yeah! And I promise you that we're not going to be only 2 MEPs there. Yeah. We're going to be more, and all the groups from a lot of countries are going to come to support you. Because for us, UK is now really a symbol, as Poland, of this fight against shale gas. Yeah. So what I want to tell you to finish is that you are right to fight, and you have to win this fight. Yeah. It's not possible to lose, not only for you, but it's also for the new generation. But it's also if we want to fight against climate change. Climate change is really the most important issue for the future. Yeah. And we're not going to be able to win against climate change if shale goes on. So we have to stop the companies, and we have to stop all the politicians who want these companies to go on working. This is a message also for Mr. Cameron. Mr. Cameron has to stop his support to these companies. This is part of the work. This is a social fight. It's a fight of everybody, but it's also a fight against all these people who support these companies. I hope that we're going to win here, and I'm sure we will. And we'll always be together, and maybe we can organize in the future also a European coordination against shale gas here in Balcombe or another place in UK. But I think now you're in the middle of the picture, and you have to stay there until the victory. Thank you.